What have been the shortfalls or continue to be the shortfalls of cybersecurity?
That's a
Um,
great question. Yeah.
yeah, it's a big one, right? We know that 80% of fraud globally stems from stolen ID credentials. That's a whopping big number. I've been a
That's
victim,
scary. Yeah.
right? And then they send you, Kroll or Experian, and for a year it's free, but then you get another hack like that of Microsoft or Blue Shield. All right. So, what have been the shortfalls of cybersecurity, and perhaps we'll continue to have shortfalls that Katch can eliminate?
Yeah, the shortfall, like this big headline, is that 80% of fraud globally stems
Yep.
from stolen credentials. And that's how we, came about this approach. Like, how do you solve this? Okay, we need to eliminate credentials. This is not sustainable. It can't just keep rolling like this. The biggest shortfall is that we aren't able to protect our data. Where I remember maybe 8, 9 years ago, I hear of a data breach maybe once a year,
Right.
maybe every other year. Now, every other week, I
Mhm.
hear of a data breach.
Mhm.
And this is not a surprise. It's not surprising to us because we know that back in the days, also fraudsters and scammers didn't have the technology on hand to conduct those breaches. Now they have access to the latest technologies as we do as well.
Mhm.
And so they have access to AI, they have access to that automation
Mhm.
that can make their job really efficient. Scamming or being a fraudster is a business.
It is.
It is a business. And so they actually they do an economic study, like how much are we going to spend to hack that database and how much we're going to make money out of the database. And the moment you make it extremely expensive for them to hack a database, this is where you're starting, your goal to reach your goal of getting some security. The problem is that history showed, like I said earlier, we couldn't just stop these data breaches, and now they're becoming more often than ever. I can give you something a little scary. Like sometimes you can input ideas in a chatbot, and it can give you a solution on how you hack a network. Think of just like a fraudster that has a lot of experience. He's asking AI how to hack a network, and I know AI will sometimes respond, I don't do this, like this is not ethical. But there's a way to actually rephrase the question and get the answer. And so now they have that artificial brain that is helping them, automating things for them. And now we can see it. It's around us. And this is really the shortfall. We're not able to stop data breaches, and they're providing access to fraudsters to our account. And that's why we need to do something.